Hello, welcome back to the lounge. Unfortunately, it will just be myself and DG today. I am your ever present and wonderful host, Fo. And yeah, I have my assistant bartender DG joining me today. Say hello, DG.
I'm still the new guy.
You're still the new guy, yep. Perpetually your first day on the job. So, today, we will actually be starting Case 1. We previously finished Case 0, which is the prologue to the game, I guess, and the tutorial. So, what happened during Case 0? It was kind of a lot.
It was.
So, let's see. For Case 0, the victim of the case was Natalia Reed, a accountant with a bit of a gambling problem. She had been discovered murdered via syringe, lethal injection of some sort, and a lighter, a very ornate lighter, was found at the scene of the crime. And we were approached by Constable Hugo Merkins, a local cop looking to rise in the ranks at his place of work, and enlisted our help, which we kinda did, not really by choice. Yeah, we got strong-armed into it because we had a criminal past, and so because people are not super inclined to talk to cops during Prohibition era, Hugo enlisted our help in questioning patrons who frequented the bar that Natalia was found murdered outside. So, after talking to a few people, including local street thug Peter, who also happens to know us, and a couple of other patrons, we managed to figure out that this disgruntled office worker by the name of Elliot Lynn was the most likely culprit that murdered her, because he's very misogynistic and has other really questionable views. Yeah, after we handed over all of the evidence and information to Hugo, he went and arrested us. Not fun.
Because we have an illegal drinking.
Yeah, because we were running a speakeasy during Prohibition, which is no bueno.
How can we continue a game while we're arrested, though?
Yeah, I mean, we got arrested, and it's implied that we're gonna be in the slammer for at least a year. So, I think that's probably where we're picking up after.
Or we get out early.
Or we get let out early, we'll see. So, let us continue onward to case 1. So as I mentioned off screen, I don't know if this will continue before or after the cutscene, because this auto-saves, so I'm just gonna check, because there's a cutscene that introduces the next case. So, we'll see. If it doesn't, I'll have to go back to my last save. Yeah, so I have to go back to wait.
No, this is right.
Oh yeah, no, this is right. Okay, good.
We can get through this.
Yeah, let's get
Dialogue.
through this. Well, this is where we get arrested. Next chapter.
Wee. Guilty.
Yeah, Bukovi killer unmasked. Elliot Lynn remains at large, having evaded police capture. Oh, I missed that part.
Oh, he's still out.
He's still out there. They didn't actually manage to arrest him. So everything we did was all for nothing. They know who did it. They didn't catch him.
No, we did something. We unmasked him.
Well, yeah, we unmasked him, but he got away. They didn't catch him.
The police are bad at their job.
They're bad at their jobs. Most serve cocktail evening per. Who did I give that to a lot? Oh yeah, the priest. Highest affection, Peter Wagner. Because yeah, of course. Anyway, shall we continue? Peter, sure. Yeah. Let's continue to case 1. One year later.
A year later, okay.
Yeah, because the nightcap got shut down.
And we immediately go back to running it. Oh.
We are familiar with these folks. That's
Sippy,
Alina, Maria, Wendy, and Killian. We met them in case 0. Oh
no. Hey. She's dead.
No! The doomed Yuri!
Doomed Yuri.
Oh no. Case 1. A bitter pill. An hour before opening, Vincent Fleur descends the stairs and enters the speakeasy underneath his bookstore. Wait, so he's opening it again? I thought this place got shut down.
He's like, I need that money.
Guess didn't learn his lesson. Of course. Why am I not surprised?
Doomed Yuri.
He sits down in front of you with a big smile, his eyes twinkling with mischief.
The grand opening of the nightcap. Haha, I haven't felt this excited since, well, not for a while.
Grand opening? Opened this like a year ago and it got shut down. Whatever, fine.
What do you mean? We never opened before. This is our first time.
Isn't it risky to reopen? Let's make this a success. I think, yeah, I wonder.
Did it reset his affection?
Oh, it did! Oh, oh, oh. Wanna bet we're actually not the same bartender? I wonder.
That would be funny, but we have to see.
Let's see. Um, isn't it risky to reopen?
Certainly not. Police have clamped down nearly every speakeasy on the boulevard in the last year. With the illusion of certainty comes complacency. A firm belief that all establishments have been closed makes finding continuous efforts to try and find new ones redundant. Consider it reverse psychology. Surely nobody would attempt to open an illegal establishment in the same place twice. That way of thinking is exactly why Here and Now poses the least risk.
That's some seriously flawed logic. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way.
I read it in the books. Trust me, it works.
I know the saying lightning doesn't strike the same place twice is a thing, but yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. Whatever.
Trust my judgment for once, please.
What would happen if we do get caught? I have a feeling we're not the same bartender, huh? 'Cause these are weird questions.
We'll have to see.
What would happen if we do get caught?
The constabulary are no longer trying to send a message. At worst, we might get a fine. But with business booming, it wouldn't set us back more than a month of profits.
Wait, really? We're making that much?
Alcohol makes money.
Oof.
Okay, so we are different, I
Yeah,
guess.
we are a different bartender.
I still say you could be yourself. Just, you know. Hee.
Yeah, should I use the
When I
same
was-
voice? Or should I use a slightly different one?
I mean, the voice you've been using is quite iconic.
Yeah, you know, let's do the usual.
You'll be fine. When I was hiring, I made sure to find an honest, professional bartender who needed work. And I picked you for this risky venture because I needed someone with a sense of adventure and a clean record.
My record is clean because I haven't been caught. With the current cost of living, I had to become adventurous. So we are a new bartender. We are squeaky clean, and I think a little on the innocent side.
Or maybe you could change up your voice to be like more happy-go-lucky or something.
Yeah, a little more perky.
Yeah.
So hang on one second. I have to send somebody a VGen code because I have a lot.
Uh-oh.
Mountain Dew, DG.
Yep. Only half a can.
I know Mountain Dew comes in like 0 sugar variety as well, but that's harder to find around here. I find it very rarely.
I have 0 sugar right here.
Ooh, yeah, they're good. My husband likes them. Alright, yeah, so I'll change up my bartender voice a little bit, because when I was doing it previously, it was very, very husky, kind of sultry. But I think for this, I can go a little more perky.
A little more perky, happy.
Sorry, I had to I sniffle a little bit. My nose is wheezy. Alright. My record is clean because I haven't been caught. The current cost of living, I had to become adventure. Yeah, you know what? Let's be a little optimistic. With the current cost of living, I had to become adventurous.
Yes. Bukovi and all of Sara are at a breaking point. I will find ways to use my modest fortune to keep the economy vibrant and the good people happy. Now, might you be good enough to make me a drink?
Yes, sir. What do you fancy?
Please show me why I hired you and surprise me. I'll leave it to you how.
So, how much do we want to metagame this? We know he likes the ruby, Eastern ruby.
No, we got so we're perfect.
Yeah, we're a bartender. We know what he wants. Okay.
Your red tie reminds me of your red tie makes me think you like Eastern ruby. Huh?
You find a clean glass and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Can I tempt you, Vincent?
Absolutely. Make something classic.
Oh, we got some new ones, new drinks.
New drinks. Oh my goodness.
All right.
All right. What are these ones?
So, the Liberty, cola, white rum, lime juice, ice cubes, lime slice. Ah, I know what this is. Liberty is a Cuba Libre, otherwise known as a rum and coke.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's one of the simplest and easiest cocktails you can mix. Just rum and coke and a little bit of lime.
Oh my goodness, well, we got a 9 on here.
We got a 9? Where?
Royal Flush.
Royal Flush! Let's see. One night stand, vodka, passion fruit liqueur, passion fruit juice, lime juice, passion fruit slice. Huh.
That's a lot of passion fruit.
I think that's, of course, yeah, passion fruit, passion, haha. One night stand. I'm not familiar with that one. I think it might be... It looks like a margarita.
Kinda.
Like a vodka margarita. Perfect Storm. Ice cubes, dark rum, ginger ale, lime slice. I believe that is a dark and stormy. Night Count is still there. Wake Up Call is still there. Orange Daisy. Tequila, triple sec, lime juice, ice cubes, Cointreau. I think that one's just called the Daisy. Actually, wait, hang on. I have my
Drinky chart.
my mixology book here. Ambush, dark rum, coffee liqueur, coconut cream, ice cubes. Huh, the coconut cream's a weird one. Royal Flush, Cointreau, vodka, white rum, tequila, gin, lemon juice, sugar, syrup, cola. That's a fancy one. I don't know what...
But so much alcohol.
That is so much alcohol. So what Cointreau is, it is an orange flavored liqueur. It is very sweet. It does not taste like alcohol at all. Just tastes kind of like a very, very rich orange syrup. But you can't really tell that you're drinking alcohol at all. So hang on.
Yeah.
Cointreau. I don't know very many Cointreau cocktails. So, which ones use Cointreau? The Orange Daisy and the Royal Flush use Cointreau. Is one of those like a sidecar? Sidecar is... uses sidecar's Cointreau and cognac. Oh, is it a Cosmo? No, it's not Cosmo.
This is gonna be hard.
Oh, one of these might actually corpse. Is it a corpse survivor? No. These are hard. These are different. These are. Oh, I think the Royal Flush is a Mai Tai.
Mai Tai?
Mai Tai. Mai Tai, from what I remember, uses a lot of different alcohols. Let me see. No, it's not a Mai Tai. Huh. Let's see.
What if we serve this man a royal flush? He can handle it, totally.
Yeah, these are, These are, hard to figure out. These ones are different.
They're not the iconic drink, so no.
Yeah, hang on, give me a minute. So, I know Sidecar's Cointreau. It's not the Corpse Reviver. Tequila triple sec. Oh, actually no. The Orange Daisy, I think that is the sidecar, because it's usually it's made with cognac though. So tequila, lime juice. Oh, this actually might be a daiquiri? No, margarita. It might be a margarita.
I thought you said the top one was a margarita.
Well, this one I'm not sure. I'd have to look, because it uses passion fruit. Yeah, this is a margarita. Margarita with tequila, lime juice, triple sec Cointreau. Usually it's some kind of orange liquor. So this is a margarita, the Orange Daisy. This is a proper margarita.
Gotcha.
Let's see. This I'm not sure. Vodka, white rum, tequila, gin. It has cola.
Find it?
I know what it is. It's a Long Island iced tea. Now I remember what it looks like. So, margarita, Long Island iced tea. This I know for sure is a dark and stormy. Cuba Libre. Let's see.
The ambush.
We know that the Cold Winter one, I think that was Black Russian. I think no, that's not her. It has coconut in it. It's not an Irish coffee. It's not an espresso martini. That's the wake up call.
You just need to find something with coconut in it, and I'll give it away.
Yeah. That's
Coffee and coconut.
Yeah. It's not pina coladas. Peanuts is Pirate's Joy. I'm sorry I'm like stalling things, but I want to know what these alcohols are.
It's fine with me. I want to know too. Oh, the mixology expert.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna become one day.
Wait, is it really just a toasted coconut white Russian? Oh, it might be a white Russian.
Dark rum, coffee liquor, coconut cream, ice cube.
That's what's made with vodka though, not rum.
Maybe it's some fantasy take on it.
Coconut rum coffee? I think it might be
I thought we already had White Russian though.
Yeah.
Wasn't it last case?
coconut rum coffee? Huh. That's a weird one. I think it might just be a coconut iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an IBA cocktail as far as I know. Yeah, it might just be an iced coffee, which is weird. Let's see. And then
That one night stand.
one night stand. I wonder. No, it's not a martini. I think it might be a variation of a martini, a vodka martini. I think it's just, yeah, passion fruit martini.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a passion fruit martini. Vodka martini. So, Cuba Libre. Passion fruit martini. Yeah, I think it's a passion fruit martini. It's in a martini glass. Dark and stormy. Margarita. Long Island iced tea. And this one's coconut iced coffee. And then New York whiskey sour. Or a New York sour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cutting out again.
Oh, am I? Let me leave and come back.
Yep.
Alright. Should be good now. Alright, so now we know what the drinks are. Kinda.
Finally, yes.
Finally. Let's make him a drink. We know he likes the Eastern Ruby. That's probably still his favorite. So let's go with that. Since we're starting from scratch.
Give him the royal flush.
We could give him the royal flush.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
Whenever we ever go get a chance to make another one of those.
Probably never. Probably somebody who has a very, very high. It is funny that the alcohol content's gotten a lot higher for some of these. Alright, so let's give him an Eastern Ruby because we know that's one of his favorites. And we'll put him at 5.
We. Just don't fail the first drink.
I better not.
Dun dun.
I meant to pick up whiskey the last time I went out so I can try making a whiskey sour. I've tried actually making a proper martini with gin and vermouth. It is dry. So when it comes to cocktails, you might hear them described as dry. The measure of dryness is how harsh a drink is. So a very dried cocktail is going to be, it's going to have bite. It's going to be a little bit bitter. Whereas other drinks, they'll be sweet. So a dry martini is just gin and vermouth. Both gin and vermouth are very dry, but smooth alcohols. Mix them together, you get a very dry cocktail. You can sweeten it with like sugar syrup, or other syrups, which I do.
You can syrup anything.
Yeah, I get like simple syrup is neutral, so it allows you to sweeten drinks without really adding any additional flavor. I add either lemon juice or lime juice to my martinis because I like a little bit of flavor. Yeah.
So,
I prefer sweeter martinis. There we go.
so my sibling's 21st birthday is actually coming up soon,
Oh. Yeah.
and he wants to drink alcohol.
Booze! Booze-a-ha! To be perfectly honest, I do recommend making cocktails at home, because if you try to order cocktails out at, you know, a restaurant or something, they're expensive. Also, there's not a ton of alcohol in them. But if you're just starting out and just want to try, those restaurant cocktails aren't too bad. But if you want something classic and you want something that's actually kind of bang for your buck, I definitely recommend just picking up a bottle of alcohol and then some kind of cocktail mixer. Because it's really easy, and if you make it at home, you can adjust the alcohol content to what you like.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I told him that, but he says he wants to try beer first. And I'm like, ew.
I would not recommend beer for your first alcohol because it doesn't taste like anything. It tastes bleh. It's bleh. It's very yeasty. However,
And he was telling me stuff like, no, I gotta keep drinking it till it's good for me. And
It's
like,
not.
no,
it's not. If your sibling wants my recommendation as far as beers go, I would go with either pale ale or stout. Pale ale is much lighter, especially honey ales. Those are pretty good. They're a little bit sweeter. They have a little more taste. So if it's your first time trying alcohol, definitely recommend those, especially if you're going for beer. If you want something stronger and more body, I definitely recommend dark ales or stout. Those are very strong. I usually like them for cooking. They're not bad. I don't recommend beer for
I know.
starting.
I told him that, but he's like, I want to do beer.
It's lower alcohol content, but they don't taste very good. If you want to go for taste, hard cider or hard lemonade. Those actually kind of taste somewhat good. The alcohol content's not too high, and you're not going to hate yourself afterwards. They're not too bad. Or, again, the Cuba Libre, rum and coke. Very, very simple cocktail. You just pour a little bit of rum into your cola. That's it. That's all there is, and a slice of lime.
You know, I'm gonna give my sibling vodka instead.
Vodka is very neutral. Yeah. So, it's not going to impart a crap ton of taste. You'll still get the alcohol in it. So you can do like a rum and cola, but with vodka instead, and it works fine. For by itself, I recommend whiskey. Whiskey's always good. Whiskey with ice. Because whiskey has a very nice, woody, smoky flavor. It's very good for drinking by itself. Like, all of the alcohols that I just mentioned, they're on the stronger side. They're usually about 38 to 40% alcohol by volume. Good for drinking straight.
I got whiskey.
You got whiskey. But yeah, for trying alcohol for the first time, I usually recommend those alcoholic coolers because they're very, very low alcohol content, like White Claw.
My first alcohol experience was wine.
Wine is okay. I'm not a super huge fan of wine myself. Except for white wine and rosés. Those ones are okay. I don't really like red.
I didn't like it.
Oh man, you should try ice wine sometime. Ice wine usually comes out of, at least in North America, the Niagara region for us. We produce a lot up here. And maybe California. So ice wine is a very specific type of wine where they leave the grapes on the vine late in the harvest when there's a good frost. And then they harvest the grapes when they're frozen, and they press them when they're frozen. This produces a very, very light and very sweet wine, which is what we call ice wine. It's a little expensive though, but if you drink it, it tastes like drinking really, really condensed grape juice or a grape syrup, and it's really good. It does not taste like you're drinking alcohol at all, but it's wonderful. Usually people give them as gifts to friends or relatives visiting from out of country. Very, very popular gift. It's very nice. It's very good.
Yippee!
I've had it like a couple of times. Very good dessert wine. Anyway. I went on an alcohol tangent. I know my booze.
You know your booze too well. You should rebrand into a bartender.
I feel like I could rebrand into a bartender, but I don't want to. I like my classic, my classic look. I'll probably just do like the bartending overlay and stuff as an occasional thing.
Bartending podcast.
Bartending podcast. Anyway, let's continue.
That is the purest nectar. Perfection. Now then, I have a dinner party to attend to. Make sure to stay kind, professional, and consistent with the quality of our drinks.
Enjoy your evening, Vincent. Oh, hello. Well.
Now, that's a lady.
Uh-huh. So, I know her from the character previews before the game came out. She is a bartender, a veteran bartender. Older than us, I assume. we're young and innocent and not cynical to the ways of the world yet.
Wait a minute, this follows something.
Huh? Yeah?
What if she's the bartender that we played as previously? And got out of jail?
I thought of that too, and it would be really funny. And that's why I kind of requested to do her voice if we were with anybody else, because I kind of have a suspicion. Because if she is our character foil, it would make a whole lot of sense, wouldn't it?
It would.
It would. But let's keep an eye on that throughout the story and see how right we are later, right?
Because, yeah, Case Zero's prologue, so...
Yeah, and then this lady pops up, and she's a bartender too? Huh. Anyway. A tall, dark-haired woman sits down at the bar, deliberately. Her smile is gentle, but her gaze is focused.
I guess that's why you should probably do a different voice for this bartender.
What a fascinating place. We really managed to capture the atmosphere of old Bukovi. Classy, but informal. Thank you. I ran my own bar for years before the politicians decided to pass this damn prohibition bill. For a while, the frustration lingers on her face. Then she lets out a sigh and continues to speak. Being here brings back memories, both happy and sad.
If that doesn't cover it, I don't know what does.
I know, right? I'm gonna laugh if we end up being completely right later, because yeah, I think we're a little too savvy on
Put her and Peter in the same room and that'll happen.
Yeah, I want to see that. My name's Sandra. Might I ask, how long has this place been here? I opened it up today, actually. Oh, congratulations. Is it your first time running a bar? Do you notice any difference between my voices?
Barely.
Barely? I guess that's a good thing. More or less. I've never been in charge before. No, the Spire Lounge was a very different experience. So we've run a bar before, the hotel bar, I think.
Yeah. Squeaky clean records.
Squeaky clean. No, although the Spire Lounge was a very different experience. I say, in that case, would you care for some advice from someone with a bit more experience? Sure, I'd love to learn more. I think I can manage. Now let's be nice to her. Look at her alcohol tolerance, though. It's very high. Sure, I'd love to learn more. Let me get a good measure of you first. See what I'm working with. Even before the prohibition, part of the job was learning to work with what you have. Liquor supplies wax and wane. You won't always have every ingredient in stock. But there's always a way to get new booze if you know the right people. Right. Right. A bartender's goal is to learn the favorite flavors of their customers and use what they have available to meet their demands. I see. Now, let's see if you can impress me. What kind of flavor do you fancy? Telling you that would ruin the challenge. Let's just say you'll need absolute perfection to gain my approval. Now, let's see if you can impress me.
But how?
You place a glass on the counter. Well, let's see if I can impress a veteran. Show me what you can do, rookie. So her alcohol tolerance is 9. We don't want to go that high. So if I remember from her the bartender conversations with Peter, if she is indeed that person, she likes slightly sweeter. Strong, but sweet.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
She said she wants perfection.
Yeah, perfection.
Therefore, give her the perfect storm.
Perfect storm! Yes! That makes sense for her.
It must have been a riddle of some kind.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna save first. Bing. Alright. So, I am trying to use a slightly different voice between Sandra and our new bartender, because we're a little, naive, bright-eyed, innocent. So
I'm taking notes of people of who to ship.
Yeah, not taking notes of people of who to ship together. Darn.
Unless you learn from the master.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go more sultry, like I do with Lilith for Sandra, and then a little lighter on that with the bartender.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if it's noticeable, but yeah, no. Tell me.
I noticed it.
Yay. Cool. Let's give her the perfect storm. Dark rum, ginger ale, lime. Oh, there's no ginger ale in this. Cool. I should try that next time. I like ginger ale. Alright, here we go. Boop-boo. Very nice. Oh, there's a layered drink. Huh. I wasn't expecting this level of competence from a beginner. This is exactly what I needed. Well done.
I was right.
If you can make sure to keep your quality consistent and your customers happy, there's a bright future ahead for this place. I'll do my best. Now, you can show me your small talk skills for a bit, if you'd like. Although, by the looks of it, I am already confident this place is in the right hands. I'm always up for some small talk. I'm good to go, thanks. I'm always up for some small talk.
Yeah.
Well then, let's talk, bartender. Small talk. Are you in with anyone tonight? Got any more advice?
You got anyone you interested in?
So, yeah, you got anybody's eye? I don't think we've met Peter yet, though.
No.
Are you in with anyone tonight? I don't have many friends here these days. You know how it is. You change jobs or you're out of town for a while and you just lose touch with one another. Any friends in Bukovi? Well, there was one guy I thought I could count on for a good time. Maybe I still can. But I'm worried he'll let me down, just like the others. It's not Peter. It's Peter. It's totally Peter.
It's totally Peter.
It's totally Peter. I'm sure you still can. It's hard to trust anyone these days.
You'll be the naive bartender.
I'm sure you still can. You might be right. I feel a bit restless in Bukovi nowadays. I always thought I had friends here, but I'm not so sure anymore. But there are still good people here. Maybe a couple. Goddess, you might be one of them. You're a good talker, you know. Relaxed. I get the feeling that if bad stuff is going down, your nose is clean. I don't know about that, my nose.
Clueless.
My nose? All I'm saying is that maybe you're alright. But everyone else? The dogs, the bougie dames, the rich, nouveau or otherwise? Nah. They're only masquerading as decent people. They might become your customers, but they are not your friends. Don't ever forget that. And if you can, do the thing every smart Bukovite does before long. What's that? Leave. Get out of this damn city before you get too attached to it. Like me. I will keep it in mind. Let's talk, bartender. I got any more advice?
That was a lot of small talk.
There's a lot of small talk, but she's got baggage, and you know what? Understandable.
What?
Oh.
Do you not need any more advice?
Yeah, got any more advice for me, lady? Oh, you want more tips? Do you think I'm some sort of wise teacher, here to inspire the next generation? I don't think I'd make for a very good guide. Next generation? You're not much older than me. I don't need a guide. Yeah, I think she's got maybe a few years on us, so I kind of assume that, you know, like Sandra, Peter, they're like late 20s, early 30s at most.
Probably.
The younger crew, Wendy, Killian, Alina, Maria, I assume they're like early mid-20s because they talked about school and stuff. They seem very young. And then of course Vincent's in his 50s. So yeah. Got a good spread here. So I assume us, the bartender, were probably, you know, mid-20s probably. Sounds about right. Still young, impressionable. But, you know, doing stuff. Next generation? You're not much older than me. I guess not. I sure feel pretty old these days, though. Alright. I guess I could still teach you a thing or two. If you answer some of my questions first.
Uh-oh. Interrogation?
What questions? Just a few things I'm curious about, really. I've only ever run legitimate bars. I want to know how you will choose to run your speakeasy. Are you the kind of bartender who thinks the drinks are the most important part of the speakeasy? Or is it all about the conversation? Bars are for drinking, bars are for making friends.
Friendship.
How do we want to go with this? I think...
Naive or serious?
Naive or serious? Like, is this all business for us? I think let's go with the naivete, because that's what we are, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save.
Save. She's like, wrong.
Yeah, I think she was, you know, oh, you know, let's make friends at some point before. And then she kind of...
And then got betrayed.
Got betrayed, stabbed in the back, doesn't trust anybody. She's the older person. She's the foil. She's the foil to us. So it makes sense for us to be optimistic, impressionable, and she's the more hardened, cynical version of us.
Indeed.
Bars are for making friends. Oh. I say, personally, I think the drinks are pretty important. But I admit, you're a good conversationalist. You probably make friends easily. Yeah. I always like to get a read on people's priorities, but I'm also curious about their values. Do you trust figures of authority, like politicians or the police? Or are you more of an anarchist?
No, that's a big question.
Ooh, yeah. I believe in rules. I do what I believe is right. You know what? I believe in what's right. Agreed. You've got to follow your gut. Deep down, we all know the difference between right and wrong. So, those are your values. But what about your future? What are your plans for this place? Do you intend to make this speakeasy your home, or is it only a springboard to some greater purpose?
I don't know, just my part-time job here.
This place is just a stepping stone. I think if we want to get her approval, we gotta be a little, I wouldn't say cutthroat, but more of a realist.
Yeah.
So let's change gears a little bit. Yeah, this place is just a stepping stone. Ah, there we go. Good. Once you feel it's time to move on, you should take what you need from this place and never look back. Now then, I promised you some more bartending advice, didn't I? Yeah. And I have 3 more tips for you. All really simple, but something many bartenders tend to forget. 1. Make the customers the drink they ask for. 2. When they ask you a question, it's not always the truth they really want. And 3. When you struggle to get a read on someone, consider their actions, not just their words. Got it. I think I've got it from here. This may very well be the last speakeasy in Bukovi, making you the last representative of our craft. Really? Really. And I don't think that'll be changing anytime soon, either. I sure don't plan on getting behind a bar right now. I'm keeping my head down until this prohibition blows over, and I can get my old bar back. Good luck. You probably won't see me around too often, but it seems this place is in good hands. You'll be just fine. I'll see you later, kid. With a last wink, Sandra downs the rest of her drink, rises from the bar stool, and walks back up the basement stairs, disappearing into the night.
Wee.
Well, bye-bye, Sandra.
We got some new characters.
Yeah, we got some new characters here. These 2, I assume, gentlemen. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well then. Little guy or big guy?
Little guy and big brute.
Yeah. Oh,
We
let's
start
go.
off simple. We can do the little guy.
Let's do that little guy.
Oh, I think I got the voice for this guy.
A man with dark hair talks with his tall friend before approaching the bar and sitting down. Good evening.
Hello, I'd love a drink now.
That's perfect. Any preferences?
I'm quite fond of coffee. It's a wonderful beverage. Perhaps you could work it in somehow?
All right. He likes the coffee. You find the glass and place it on the counter. Mix up something nice.
I'm not as refined as I look. Don't worry about perfection. Just make it strong and colorful.
So he likes coffee. He likes the coffee. So give him a wake-up call. That's the only coffee drink. Oh, no, wait.
There's more coffee drinks now.
Oh, yeah, the ambush, right.
We have the ambush, and we have some, I think one more. Or is that it?
I think that's it. The wake-up call and ambush. So those both have coffee in it.
Wake up, call you some drunk. Ambush does not.
Ambush does not. Yeah. Oh, it's weak. I think
Who
if
knows?
we
That
meet
might be
Peter,
weak.
yeah, I think if we meet Peter again, we have to give him the wake up call because we don't have his favorite cold winters.
So
the
what would-
girly,
so-
the girly drink.
Which one would be more colorful, I guess?
Oh, that's right. Let's save. So he likes strong. So wake up call, I think, is the way to go here.
Yeah, let's do wake up call.
Sugar, sugar, sugar.
Sometimes the pursuit of perfection leads us astray, but today, you have not missed the mark. Cheers!
Cheers.
Thank you, thank you. I'm Lucas. I was invited by Vincent. He's a family friend.
You said friends were coming.
Yes, that's me. I confess, I don't go out often. I work so much. Though I enjoy a dinner party, and now and then, this place is a little rough around the edges for me. Oh, don't get me wrong. I like it a lot. There's just so much life and energy here. I'm just adjusting to it, slowly.
Oh, good. I almost took offense.
I've also brought a +1 with me. Bjorn, the robust fellow over there. If he orders anything, let me know and I'll pay.
Alright, kind of you. Also, I think it's Bjorn.
Bjorn. I don't know how to say that word.
Because it's the Nordic pronunciation, so G's are like, or J's are kind of like, so the word is fjord, so Fjord, fjord. The J's are Y's. In North, yeah. So, like, if somebody's name is spelled like Jorgensen with a J, it's Jorgensen. or Johnson, it's Janssen.
Weird.
Yeah. That's very kind of you.
I brought him here, so it's only fair, right? Thank you for the drink. Love the look of the bar. Very rustic. I'm not a big drinker, but it's making me nostalgic for, well, pre-prohibition, I guess.
Really?
Yes, I think so. I'll go join my friend now. If I don't see you again tonight, have a great evening.
Have a good one.
I gotta make this guy a fast speaker.
he's very, I wouldn't say nerdy, but kind of bookish.
Yeah.
Now we're the big guy. This guy's probably very northern.
I can't do a pronunciation. So I'll just have to try my best.
Very big and gruff. Bjorn Johansson. Remember what I said?
Bjorn Johansson.
Johansson. Oh, fun fact. Yeah, fun fact. So there's this naming convention when it comes to surnames for people from Nordic countries, and I don't know if it still applies now, but I'll explain. So, in places like Norway, and also like maybe Sweden and such, like the Nordic countries, there's a naming convention when it comes to surnames. So, this gentleman here, his last name is Johansson. So basically what that means, son of Johan. Johan's son. And if you've ever watched the Avengers movies or the Thor movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you'll notice that Thor introduces himself as Thor Odinson. So, son of Odin.
Yeah.
Now, it is different for women. They do not get the, Johansson or Odinson surname. Instead, it is daughter or doter. So, if these people were related and, he had a sister, instead of Johansson, it would be Johandotter. Which it basically means daughter of Johan. So it gets kind of it gets kind of weird, at least traditionally in smaller communities, if they follow that naming convention, because if you have a Johansson and a Johan daughter, it means they're both fathered by some guy named Johan. So you gotta be careful.
Yeah, no, he didn't name Yari like that.
Huh? Oh, it didn't name Miari like that? Yeah, no, because Miari, she is the equivalent of Danish. I don't know if Denmark has the same naming convention. But yeah. It's kind of like, I think in the UK, like in Britain, they had fairly similar naming conventions. There's other places that have similar. Like I know in a lot of Arabic countries, they have similar naming conventions where their surname will mean, son of or of Ahmed or whatever. Something like that. And it's usually just kind of a lineage tracing thing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then there's some cultures where it's not patrilineal, where the surname comes from the father. In some places, it's matrilineal, and the surname comes from the mother instead. But I am not sure offhand which cultures do that. But yeah, fun facts.
Funny.
Now, let's go back to this big gentleman over here, Bjorn Johansson. A large, bushy-bearded man sits at the counter. He takes a long look at the row of alcohol behind you with inquisitive eyes.
What do I do for this man?
I think when Val joins us, we'll probably let him do this because he does accents very well.
I guess the best I can do for a deep voice is, good evening. Can I get a drink?
Ah, there you go. That's good. Anything you fancy?
Simple and strong, please.
Save. Also, for the record, DG, the more we do this, the better you always seem to get at doing voices and stuff.
It's hard still, though.
It's hard. I mean, it is for me, too, and I do this kind of more often considering IGM stuff. It never gets easy, because I'm not a pro. And I think if you're not a professional, it's a bit of a strain. But you get used to it.
I mean, I'll need these skills eventually for GMing.
Yeah, this is good practice for you. Oh, he has very high alcohol tolerance. Why am I not surprised?
Everyone here has high alcohol tolerance, it seems like.
You find a glass and place it in front of you on the counter. Can I fix you something?
Aye, cheers.
So he's got a 9 as well.
You didn't really say a preference. Simple and strong.
Yeah, simple and strong. So I think he likes something that's strong but doesn't have a lot of ingredients. The Royal Flush has a lot.
Night Count?
I think the Night Count, a classic cocktail. This is because, it's the next highest strength on here.
Simple and strong, Night Count.
I have no idea who the heck we'd serve the Royal Flush to.
Probably just someone who wants to be wasted.
Yeah.
Boop.
Also, if there were ever any merch for this game, like a special cocktail shaker, I would buy it in a heartbeat.
Make drinks with it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thanks, pal. Name's Bjorn. Name's Bjorn. I work in the factory a few districts over.
Nice to meet you, Bjorn. What brings you here?
Lucas invited me. He's the well-dressed lad in the short black hair, round glasses.
Are you local?
Yes, I moved to Bukovia a few years ago for work.
What sort of work?
Metalworking. Used to build ships in Scotia. Now I work
Scotia.
metal. Scotia. I don't know how to say these words. Okay. Used to work build ships in Scotia. Now I work metal for industrial machines. Heavy stuff like farming equipment, infrastructure.
The only reason why Scotia kind of alerts me, there's a province in Canada by the name of Nova Scotia, which means New Scotland.
Scotland forever!
New Scotland. So Scotia, I assume, would be the equivalent of Scotland here.
Insert bagpipes.
How are you liking the city?
Expensive and unfriendly. Or maybe I'm just bad at making friends. Secret speakeasies and sneaking around in the shadows isn't really for me, but Lucas asked nicely. Speaking of Lucas, I should find him. Thank you for the drink.
My pleasure. Oh, we can call them back, yeah.
Hello.
Evening.
Business looks like it's going well enough. Now, what looks good tonight?
Oh, hello. Okay, we got a lot to ask. 4 actions to ask. Oh, he works at the bank. He's a banker. Okay, yeah, you picked the right voice for him. I know we asked this before, but what sort of drink do you like, Lucas? Oh yeah, I know we asked this, yeah.
Same thing.
Let's see. How are you and Bjorn getting on?
Secret yaoi.
You work at the Boulevard too. What do you do for fun? Well.
We can ask everything.
Yeah, we can ask everything. So, how are you and Bjorn getting on?
I have tied myself in knots trying to figure him out. I think I need a drink before I talk about this.
Oh, we need to get him drunk. Okay. So he needs to
He
be
can't talk
boozed
about
up.
the yaoi until he's drunk.
Yeah. The bank.
But it would be really funny if they are actually a couple.
It would be really funny. Hey, you know what? It is Pride Month, and I think after completing Case Zero, we have determined that this game actually is fairly queer.
It is.
I'm all for it. It's very inclusive, despite being set in the jazz era. So, I'm very pleasantly surprised.
But where's the inclusivity?
Yeah. Hey, it's fantasy, right? It's a fantasy world. Who says that a game set in a fictional Prohibition era Europe can't be absolutely queer?
Yeah.
All right. You work on the Boulevard too, right?
Yes. In the International Business Office at the Grand Central Bank.
So, how is business?
Good, for now. I've been promoted a few times, and if I keep working hard, I may make an assistant manager next year.
You know what makes this really, really funny? Cole works in a bank, so I can't help but think of Cole a little.
Banker Cole.
Yeah. Your job sounds
can't imagine.
interesting.
I can't
Your
imagine.
job sounds still.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine Cole going to the bank after playing Dark Souls for one day.
Really?
I can't. It'd be really funny.
It would be really funny.
Take out your frustration on each job.
From what Cole has told me about his job, it's very boring. He does a lot of, like, little busy work things. Mostly paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My mother... Yeah. My mother worked at a bank as well, but her department was credits and loans. And from what I remember, her job got really, really stressful at times. And so I don't know if it's a thing in the US, but in Canada, or at least where I live, there's this thing when you're, I believe, in 9th grade. It's take your kids to work day. Basically, you go to work with a parent or guardian for like a day and you get to accompany them or shadow them at their job. Most of the time, it's just like pointless busy work. I just
Yeah, I've
sat
never
in
had
my
that
mom.
happen.
You never had that happen? Yeah. I accompanied my mother for hers. Uh, and I just sat in the office the whole day, cubicle, and did paperwork. That's it. Because there really wasn't anything else to do, and I was the only student on their floor. So yeah, it was really weird. They didn't know what to do with me.
The only thing I do is go to a refrigeration company.
And then I think my brother, when it was his turn, he actually went with my dad, who was a courier for FedEx. I don't know if my dad was middle management at the time or senior manager. I don't remember. I think my dad was still delivering at the time, but my dad ended up becoming a senior supervisor. And yeah, it got to a point where he actually didn't have to deliver packages anymore. He only did it occasionally. So he was mostly at the station, kind of overseeing stuff. But it was nice. Yeah.
But
Both
how
my
should we
dad.
answer this?
Oh, um,
Safe.
I think
Your job sounds dull.
your job sounds dull. Job sounds. How we answer this will probably determine.
Too much job
We're
talking.
back. We are back.
Okay.
Cool. This is good. Okay, we're good. So I think for this, let's pick the safe option and go with, oh, your job sounds interesting. Now, if we were talking to, what's her name, Clara, we'd definitely go, oh yeah, your job sounds dull, because she kind of expresses hating her job.
Yeah.
Your job sounds interesting.
Thank you. Few would agree. But it's steady and pays well. I mean, I can't retire quite yet, but I can afford nice food, good coffee, and as many cocktails as I can handle. And it's probably a good idea to have a central job and avoid conscription.
Ah, the draft dodge. Are you worried about the war? Apparently there's been a war going on.
A world war, maybe?
Yeah, because, they kind of hinted to it in the Case Zero, the prologue chapter, that they were on the brink of war. I guess at some point during the 1 year time skip, the war actually happened.
Uh-oh. Oh no, Killian's gonna get drafted. We don't use that word at the bank. It tends to make our customers nervous. But yes, unrest slows business. And I worry that most of the borrowing and loans we see right now are disaster investors and profiters. Why would anyone stockpile food now if not to benefit from it later?
Who is stockpiling? You think there could be famine? Aww. Well, I think we know who's hoarding. Probably the rich folks. Who's stockpiling? Ah,
It needs to be the more expensive luxury items we see being bought in bulk and stockpiled, mainly by former currency speculators from Belgia and Bulgaria. Currencies are too unstable, so they have to change their focus.
do the banks think war is inevitable? Do you think war is inevitable? So
Oh, it hasn't happened yet.
yeah, so it hasn't happened yet. So it's like tensions are rising and people are beginning to
Panicking.
hoard stuff. Yeah, panic buying. But it's funny that it's luxury goods and not money because, well, you know your history. You know what happened in World War One, or at least afterwards.
Yep, I know what happened
inflation. The devaluation of currency.
after. Everyone was poor.
Yeah, so when money becomes unreliable like cash, and they don't have a strong, stable backing to support the currency, because the thing about currency, it's that the currency itself doesn't have actual value, or its physical value is not what it represents. It represents the idea of the money. The actual money is what's in most countries' reserves, and that is what creates the value of currency. The stuff that the coins and paper money that you exchange, that's just the representative value of what the country has stored away. And when that becomes unreliable, you can't use it to buy anything. So, stockpiling other goods like luxury goods, necessities, that becomes more of a thing because those are reliable. They have tangible value because people need it, right? And they will trade and barter for it. As opposed to money, because money can't get you shit if it's not worth anything. The banks think war is inevitable. Do you think war is inevitable? I think we should ask his opinion.
Yeah,
not just the
opinion.
bank.
Let's do that.
Do you think war is inevitable?
I just work in bank, but I feel we are already in the next turning, That the theory that history turns through 4 phases over and over, and right now we're turning into phase 4, conflict. I hope I'm wrong. This just looks like it's going to be well enough. Now, what was good tonight?
What do you do for fun, Lucas?
Well, every day I try to do my 3 main activities. If I miss any, I really am very grumpy. But if I do all 3, I'm ready to face the day.
It sounds like somebody has a bit of OCD. What are they?
First is the morning coffee routine, obviously. But I also like to crumble a brown sugar biscuit over some fresh yogurt, and whatever berries I can find. On special days, I drizzle some lavender honey on top.
Ooh, fancy. That actually sounds really tasty. And then?
Then I go out to my garden and feed my cat, Martha, and see if the little finch is eating from the bird feeder. I call him Barthélemy.
Oh, Bartholomew? That's cute.
Barthélemy.
A little elaborate for a bird, but okay.
And then an ice cold shower.
Really?
Yes, indeed. I feel the ice cold water clears my head and wakes me up more effectively than a single source Arabica dark blend. Arabica dark blend. Medium roasted sugar. What do you do for fun, bartender?
To be honest, I don't know. I just take notes on people behind their backs, listen to all sorts of gossip. Oh, I like to read. Anyway, I like to read. Called out. My work is fun. I like to read. I glue pennies to the road.
Now that is poor people messing with me. That's how you mess with poor people. That's bullying.
I enjoy conversation.
How would you answer? I think you'd pick I like to read.
I like to read. I like to read.
Ah, fantastic. A fellow reader. One day we must discuss literature. Gothic romance, tragedy, and tales of adventure are my favorite.
Oh, mine too.
Thanks for this distraction. I feel I'm getting better at this small talk.
Okay. I think that's all we can do for now.
The elusive small talk. I finally have it.
I have some work to do.
See you around.
Bye-bye, Lucas.
My voice is gonna be so tired after this.
Yeah, I know. Bjorn!
Good evening.
Evening.
What a place. Not sure where to start.
We know about his preferences. What's your job? You're close with Lucas. How's your family?
Oh, we can't ask all of them.
We can't. Oh yeah, he only has 3 peace talks. Let's start off light.
Lucas.
So,
Hello.
what's your job? I'm thinking with the Lucas thing, he's got to be drunk, but he's already.
Well, he's
you
already
know.
drunk. You can
Yeah.
ask it.
So, what's your job?
Malwork. I don't think you'd be interested. It's not too complicated.
Huh, I'm interested. We can talk. I'm interested. I'm interested. I can't remember. Yeah, there we go. Oh
I
my
rivet
god,
flames
this is
of
technical.
I rivet the flames on the outsized flanges and to fit the strainers inside the pressure vessels for steam tanks, and that are reinforced for high yield fabrication.
See? Interesting. Okay, not as interesting as I hoped. Yeah. Even though that sounded like a lot of gibberish, I actually understood what that means.
I understand it too. I know it. I played an engineering game once, so I know all the
Oh no! I know it because my husband is very, very technical. We watch a lot of engineering programs, so I've learned a little bit. See? Interesting.
If you say so. You're an odd sort. I don't mean that in a bad way. Back in Scotia, I worked on Okay, how do you say that?
Barkentines. The Barkentines.
I worked on barkentines, or you might call them schooners.
Yes. Wait, Scotia. I wonder if he's not talking about, like, you know, Canada, Nova Scotia, or instead of Scotland, because the reason I say that, there is a very, very famous ship from Nova Scotia in Canada. It's on our dime. It's on our currency. It is called the Blue Nose, and it is a schooner. So I wonder if he's talking more about, like, Canada-ish type place or actual Scotland type place. I don't know.
You might be onto something.
Yeah, he looks very Newfie to me.
You might be onto something.
I mean, his name is Bjorn Johansson. That's definitely Nordic, but the way he looks, the way he's dressed, strikes me more as Atlantic Canadian, but it could be Scottish too, the shipbuilder type. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
It could be.
Sailing boats, right? I'm not sure I'd call them anything. Not sailing boats. Hang on, I gotta sneeze.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm good.
Sneaky phone.
Sailing boats, right?
Bloody huge things. Oh, damn. Sorry about the language, pal. Is that allowed here?
I'll let it slide. It's fine. It's fine.
I worked in Scotia on these big schooners, but they were solid things. Not like the matchwood they used in Sara.
You know a lot about ships.
Yes. Scotian okay.
Barkentines.
Scotian barkentines have 3 masts. And back home they built them with steam cores. And they had an electrolyzer and induction system. The sails were mostly for show, or military maneuvers.
Oh, so we're like steampunk.
It's in my blood, you see. I come from a shipbuilding family. Three brothers, and my father. Hell, even my mother worked on ships. Training the dampers how to use signal flags.
In Scotia?
Yes, what a country. Whiskey and rain runs in my veins. 'Cause that's the only two liquids that flow in Scotia. I hate it. And I miss it. You have to go away to come home, you know.
I think he's definitely talking about Scotland. They produce a lot of whiskey in Scotland.
Yeah, it's definitely Scotland.
He's Scottish.
He's Scottish.
But with a name Bjorn.
I could probably attempt a Scottish accent, but it'd still be hard.
Scottish is a very hard accent to do because it's so I usually describe an Irish accent.
Bleeding idiots.
Like an Irish accent I described as kind of like a melodic lilt, whereas Scottish is like a harsh brogue. And you kind of gotta roll your R's a little bit. That's more Irish than Scottish, though. My husband does
Nobody's
the
gonna
Scottish
survive this. I don't know. I can't do Demoman from
okay.
TF2 well.
The Demo Man?
The Demoman from TF2 is Scottish.
The Scottish accents are hard because you really gotta lean into it. I don't practice it myself all that much because I'm not confident in it.
I can't do it.
But my husband loves Scottish accents.
That's why you gotta have valid voice, this guy.
Yeah. Why did you leave shipbuilding? Why did you leave Scotia? Well, I mean, we know why he left. He said he left for work, but yeah, why did you leave shipbuilding? Why did you leave shipbuilding?
My brothers and my mother need money. There's no work back in Scotia, so I came here. Star and coin goes a long way back home.
I get it. Will you go back?
Maybe. Probably not. Sometimes you change so much you don't fit back where you came from. Like a jigsaw piece that got too beat up.
Your family must miss you.
And it's mutual. I just worry that when I get back, my brothers will think I've changed too much. And I'll feel like they haven't changed at all. And none of us will fit in anymore.
Maybe here can become home. They're still your family. I think, well, he's homesick.
Yeah.
I think this is not the family thing. They're still your family.
Maybe you're right.
Alright.
Lucas.
You're close with Lucas.
I'd like to be.
Oh, I see. That's how it
Takes
is.
notes
huh?
frantically.
Scribbles in notebook.
Thank you, Sandra, for this notebook.
Thank you, Sandra. So, what's stopping you?
He's a fine fellow. A gentleman. We know each other a little.
And it scribbles more in notebook.
And, well, I like him a great deal. We're not, point fingers to their close friends. So I would like that. But I like him as more of a friend, you see. Oh no.
Points fingers together.
He's blushing.
I see.
He's blushing, he blush.
Scribbles in notebook, more hearts. Bjorn plus Lucas, heart. Noted. No, I mean, how did you meet? Is it a meet cute? Please tell me it was a meet cute.
Upstairs, actually. I'm not much of a reader, but I needed ornithology book to help me
Birdwatching.
Ornithology speech book to help me identify species of robin. He was nearby reading about coffee beans, I believe.
Oh, that's not nearly as interesting as ornithology. Let's be honest.
I think neither of us were accustomed to talking to strangers, but we both made a go of it. I hope he realizes I want a deeper relationship than casual book chats.
Maybe tell him, or are you sure he feels the same?
Kirstie Alley or Goody Alley?
Maybe tell him?
I feel I've put all my cards on the table, but I also wonder why he's interested in me, like, at all. As a friend, companion, or anything else. Perhaps he has a business reason?
Could you help his business?
I don't think so. No, I suppose you just need to talk to him more openly.
I think so. Okay, so we have one more question. I feel the reason why they talk to each other is they're both kinda awkward, don't have a lot of friends, and not really good at conversation, like attracts like, you know. So that's what I think. And to be perfectly honest, like if you really, really want to get closer to somebody, you know, it kind of goes that way naturally just through repeated interactions. You don't really have to try all that much, even if it is awkward. But you do kind of have to consciously decide to take the next step. But you kind of have to make it pretty clear that's what you're after in the beginning, or, you know, at some point. They're like, oh yeah, no, you can be friends. You can start off as friends, but I think if there's a mutual attraction there, it becomes kind of obvious, and you know what comes next happens somewhat organically. That's how I view it. But if you're asking somebody out for the express purposes of dating and going somewhere eventually, you need to make that pretty clear at the outset.
Yes.
That's how it was with my husband and I when we first started dating. Like, it was like, oh yeah, no, this isn't a just for now type thing. We're dating to gauge whether or not we're compatible for a long-term relationship and eventually, hopefully, marriage. That's how it was. No screwing around. You know, we're getting down to business.
Wow. Also, I regret being done with my Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I regret being done with my Mountain Dew. I'm so...
Get water. Water's good.
I need water, yes. I'll wait till after this.
How's your family, Bjorn? I think we kind of asked them about that, you know, the
We already
other
know.
thing. But let's ask anyway. How's your family, Bjorn?
They're doing their best. I send money home and it helps. My brothers spend it on their vices, and my mother spends her share on food for them all.
And your father? He's probably dead.
My dad lies at the bottom of the Albion Sea.
Oh, look, Albion. Oh. When did you record? Oh, wow, woo. Sorry, that was in my server. That's your doing, isn't it? Adding it to the soundboard. Anyway. Yeah, Albion. Albion is English. So I'm not sure what Sarah is supposed to be the equivalent of in this universe. Maybe it's England? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I have no clue.
So, all I know is that the studio that made this game is in Belgium. They are Belgian. But I don't know what Sarah is supposed to be. I just assume just, Europe in general, mainland Europe. What happened? I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry about that.
I want to just, say I'm sorry about that, but I'm also really curious about what happened.
You could say.
Let's just, yeah, you know what, let's save and then ask. Oh, what happened?
He died doing what he loved doing. Being a drunken dafty on a big boat. Thing is, 9 times out of 10, if there was an accident, it was his fault. Not this time, though.
What happened?
Friendly fire from an Albion frigate during the Europa War. Big hole in the fore. The ship sunk like a straw onto the drink, straight down.
Yeah. Depressing. Sorry.
Hold on. The better people have died worse. My 3 brothers all should learn a lesson from Don's death, but they won't.
You don't get on.
I try. 3 brothers, 3 problems. Anstrom, Caleb, and Donbo. That's them in order of crisis.
Oh. How problematic they are, how annoying they are to deal with. Okay. I have enough problems with my own family. Let's start with Amstrom's problem.
The fighter. He can't go into a pub. Those are still open in Scotia without chinning someone. That means hitting them in the face.
So
he's a bar fighter.
Yep. Why is he violent?
He's the youngest, and I think deep down he is scared he will become conscripted. But he would never admit that. So he's out there every night with something to prove. He's picking fights to prove he's the big man. And he and my brothers are all big men. But violence doesn't make you the big man. It makes you a bully.
I agree. What about your other brother, Caleb?
The drinker, plenty of those in Scotia. He's making his own moonshine now. Considering where I am right now, maybe I'm not one to talk. But I think if you're brewing moonshine out of bitter berries, you should sell some of it. Especially when you're drinking so much every night you can't see.
Bootlegger. And Donbo.
The lad chases anything in a skirt, and I'm fine with that. But he has to be straight with them. Every Friday night, some scandalized father or angry husband turns up to Maul's door.
One of those.
Screwing with everyone. Then when the noise wakes Anstrom, he runs downstairs and there's a Barney. A wee man gets thumped, and my brothers have ruined some poor soul's night.
Can you have a word with them?
My mother asked me to step in. I could even have one of them come through and stay with me in Bukovi, set them straight. I only got space for one, though. Problem is, I don't know which one. They all look up to me. I feel like I'd keep them on the straight and narrow when I was back there. But here?
That's rough, buddy.
Hey, can I put you on the spot here? You've been a real good listener tonight. Can I ask your opinion?
Oh no. Maybe, sure. Sure.
Angstrom, Caleb, Donbo. The fighter, the drinker, and the screwer. Which one can I help? Which vice can be cured? Violence, drinking, or heartbreaking?
That's a hard one.
I need your honest opinion here. This will matter a lot.
Anstrom is just afraid. Help him. Caleb can dry out here with the prohibition. Donbo can find a good woman in Bukovia and settle down. This isn't my choice to make. So here's my personal thoughts here. Bringing an alcoholic to a place with prohibition, I don't think will help. The fact that, hey, there's a speakeasy operating that you visit is just going to make the drinking worse, and then it'll make him a criminal. I don't think that's the way to go. As far as philandering goes, find a good woman in Bukovia and settle down? No. Unless, like, you actually kind of set him straight, I think he's going to find a woman and probably get himself killed. As we've seen, you know, there's shit that happens in Bukovia. I don't think that's the answer. He's gonna get himself dead really fast. I think the one that you can help is the youngest, the one that's, fighting to act out. I think that's the one that you can probably help.
Which crisis can I help?
I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna go with Anstrom.
Sure thing.
Anstrom is just afraid. Help him.
I know he is. And I just want to give him a big cuddle and tell him we're all frightened. So maybe I'll follow your advice. I'll think on it. I better hit the tracks. I need a solid 8 hours before shift.
Bye-bye. And then we have Lucas, but I don't think we have anything else that we can ask him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one action left, but we can't get him to go.
And then let's end for the evening. Ding ding!
I need water. I'll be right back.
Last call. Oh, look who's back!
I'm back.
Come back.
Oh, we got a party here.
Yeah, look, he's back. This stream is tagged for alcohol and drugs. Oh, Monus wants to watch, but
They're not allowed to watch you in Egypt. Oh no.
oh no. Oh yeah, it must be one of those morality things. That's probably why. I'll have to. Actually, no, I can't adjust that because that's how I flag my content. So
Yeah.
I can't really change it, unfortunately. But yeah, look who's back. Vincent enters the bar, followed by a man dressed in a long coat with piercing blue eyes. They sit next to each other, but their body language makes it clear they do not want to be near one another.
Uh-oh.
As the men settle into their seats, you can see Vincent's face is still red, though he's trying to calm himself. Hugo, meanwhile, adjusts his coat awkwardly and coughs. It's clear the two men have been arguing outside, and though they are quiet now, the atmosphere is tense. After an awkward silence, the man speaks.
Well then, detective. Now that we have some privacy, perhaps we can talk this out like civilized men. Or, by all means, continue your tirade.
Oh, he's actually a detective now, not just a constable, so he did get that promotion.
Yep. Yes. It's better we talk here instead of continuing our argument in public in the streets. Now, Mr. Flora, despite these protestations, you knew about the legal bar the whole time. In fact, though you feigned ignorance when the culprit was caught, it was originally all your idea.
Oh, Vincent threw us under the bus. Also, thank you, DG. I'm hydrating. Or not DG, Monus. You're here.
I'm right here. And 1 year later, I returned to find you have the audacity to reopen the speakeasy. This time with a new sidekick. You nearly avoided ruin by shifting the blame. And having learned nothing, you were doing the same thing over again. You have gone too far. You had no issue of keeping this place open when it suited you and your I know. I'm trying. It's hard to master voice.
It's hard to switch back and forth. Now you know my pain.
You have gone too far. You had no issue of keeping this place open when it suited you and your career. Use this place as a hunting ground to catch your suspect. I'd say you got what you wanted, Constable. Or should I say, Detective. Your promotion was won with my help. And I dare say, you enjoyed more than the odd tipple while on the job. I operate entirely within the law and made the best of the situation to ensure the safety of the people of Bukovi. The safety of the people of Bukovi?
Vincent lets out a hollow, sarcastic laugh.
Ha ha ha. You climbed the ladder and kicked it away when you got to the top. The last bartender didn't deserve to be hung out to dry like that.
Hey man, you threw them under the bus too, Vincent. You're not innocent in this. Noted.
Despite my help and cooperation in apprehending that vile killer, Elliot Lynn still got away, and the speakeasy was closed down.
Alright, so Elliot did get away. Hugo takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself. But it's not really working.
That's besides the point here. You used your influence and connections to avoid any real repercussions. A slap on the wrist for breaking prohibition. And worst of all, it wasn't even an oversight on your part. It was a plan.
Both men seethe. They turn away from each other, but the tension doesn't recede. What's going on here? So, drinks? How do we break the tension here?
Up to you.
I think, awkward. Drinks, anyone?
Drinky.
I'm gonna save, though. So, drinks? I'm the bartender, after all. Vincent and Hugo both look at you, dumbfounded. It seems the two were caught off guard, though eventually Hugo snaps out of it.
Oh, hold on, something came up. I need to respond to this.
That's fine.
Drinky. Okay. Okay, I'm good now.
Alright, that's fine.
I'm not here to drink. I'm here for important business.
What sort of business? Oh no.
Business. I know I used to put on a slight accent for Hugo, but I can't really do it anymore right now. My voice is
It's
too
fine.
strained.
Oh yeah, like the Chicago accent, kind of.
Yeah, I can't really do that anymore.
It's fine.
Not today, at least.
Hugo pulls out a newspaper from his coat and sets it down on the counter. It's from roughly 1 week ago, with the headline, "New Money Heiress Dies at Tea House." Oh, look at the look at the other headlines. Heiress Elena Dragos dies at local tea house. Police have opened investigations suspecting foul play. The end of the speakeasy. Where is the Bukovi killer?
Yep.
Next week marks full year since last known murder. So that's a lot going on there.
Yeah. A lot of baggage.
Yeah. This bar is actually, it is a bar. It is called the Nightcap. It is not a tea house. Tea house is something else. Tea house is a tea house.
This bar was closed down.
Yeah, this bar was closed down before. We just reopened. An ambulance was rushed to the tea house, the tea terrace, yesterday, when Alina Dragos, wealthy heiress and competitive chess player, suddenly collapsed and started convulsing. Although medical staff swiftly arrived on the scene, all help came too late for young Alina, who passed away of asphyxiation. Bukovic police has closed the tea house and started an investigation, as Alina had no prior health problems that could account for the sudden onset of these symptoms. Tea terrace owner Feng Bai was among the first questioned. Several other witnesses have also been brought in for questioning, including the friends who were present during the incident, as well as famous singer and radio show host Olivia Carmine. Flashing the badge, I see.
Let me lay my cards on the table. I was assigned to this case, and I'm currently struggling to find a lead. Through no fault of my own, progress has been slow. Too slow. I need your help. I don't know your face, which is usually a good thing in my line of work. Mr. Flora here is already on thin ice. But I wouldn't want to put a stain on a clean record like yours, so please, work with me here. Last year, both Alina Dragos and 3 of the witnesses mentioned in this article all visited this speakeasy. Those witnesses were Killian Durand, Maria Popa, and Wendy Brooker. I'm also certain Mr. Floor couldn't pass up the opportunity to mention that the Nightcap's grand reopening to his circle of friends, which I believe includes Feng Bai, the owner of the Tea Terrace.
Vincent looks away, annoyed. It seems Hugo is right.
In other words, you have direct access to all my suspects. Fortunately for you, I'm not coming here empty-handed. Take a look at this.
Hugo pulls out a photograph of a letter. Instead of being written by hand or typewriter, the words are constructed from characters cut out of different newspapers and glued to the paper. Alina, you have missed your payment for the 2nd week in a row. Do I need to remind you what is at stake here? If I don't find an envelope containing the agreed upon amount at the usual place, your secret won't be a secret much longer. Blackmail?
Exactly. We found it while searching Alina's home, looking for clues. It may just be coincidence, but money is a powerful motivator. If Alina stopped paying, whoever was blackmailing her may have had the motive to kill her. Considering Feng Bai poured the tea, she is naturally our prime suspect. Alina was likely poisoned after all, but this letter complicates things. Perhaps someone in her circle of friends was desperate for money. Here's the deal. I've thoroughly interviewed every suspect, and none of them open up to me. I can't get them to speak. So I want you to gather information for these people without them knowing it. As a bartender, you should be good at loosening people's lips and listening to when they talk. Do whatever it takes to make them talk. Joke, threaten, cajole, flirt. Or keep it simple and just get them drunk. If you find something interesting, write it down. Do you think you can handle that?
I mean, considering what you did to the last bartender, which I totally don't know about, by the way, yeah, sure. Doesn't sound like a choice. Well, it's not in my resume, but...
He's being a lot more hostile about it this time.
He's being a lot more hostile this time, and considering what happened to the first bartender, I'm pretty sure he's going to throw us under the bus again.
And I think he's very much having a power trip now.
He's on a power trip. He's a detective now.
And he's like, I still can't solve this case.
I think it's in our best interest to play nice.
Yeah.
Because we know... Well, okay. We know from before he doesn't like it when he's challenged directly.
Yeah.
But we're also the newbie bartender, so we're squeaky clean, so let's cooperate. We don't know anything.
It's not on my resume, but I can do that.
Well, it's not in my resume, but...
Ha! And what guarantee do we have that you won't betray us like you did the last time?
I love that glare.
I'm not required to give a guarantee. All I can say is I learned from my past experiences. See, I can be humble. I can compromise. Can you too?
I mean, I still don't trust you.
Well, it seems we have our backs against the wall. What do you say?
I say we don't really have a choice. Sure, I trust you'll adjust my rent to compensate. It seems we have no choice.
You gotta be sassy, or...
I don't think being sassy will help us. I want to say this, but I don't think we can. Let's keep on the good side. Well, it seems we have no choice.
I can't protect us from Detective Merton's scrutiny right now. But he deserved to. I have some friends in the upper echelons of the constabulary, and the detective better make sure he never sets a foot wrong. If you get what I mean. I think we all know where we stand. Those terms are acceptable.
So, we were in a bit of a Mexican standoff there for a little bit. Can't leave without coming out for the worse, and everybody has something that the other needs.
Even with drinking water, my voice is still getting tired. Oh no. My supervisors have given me a deadline. 2 weeks. Find me something tangible then.
And then you're gonna throw us under the bus. Yeah, I know how it goes. I mean, I don't know anything about that. Sure, 2 weeks is good. Yes, Detective Mertens.
Good. Keep the attitude and we'll get along swimmingly. I'll drop by later and bring you the case file. In the meantime, you can start by getting to know our dramatic personae. Better make a good impression.
Look, if Hugo wasn't so trustworthy, why make him attractive? If suspicious, why hot?
No, Foaz the one true husbando still.
Ah, yes, Mr. Lovable Rogue. More on the rogue side than lovable. Peter Wagner. You'll meet him soon. With that, both men get up from their seats and exit the bar. Well, that was something.
How much more of this can I handle?
Oh, look! It's this guy again!
Killian.
We have like an hour, but I'll probably go a little less since we started earlier.
Yeah.
I think it's time we get reacquainted with all of our old friends, because hey, we're new. A well-dressed young man enters your bar with an air of excitement. Though you only served Killian Durand a handful of times at your previous job, you recognize him instantly as he walks over with confidence and takes a seat.
Okay, so you know Killian.
Yeah, so yeah, we know Killian because they used to go to this a hotel bar, and we used to be a bartender at the hotel.
Oh. Okay.
Thankfully for you, most of the patrons present right now are female, so you don't have to do much.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm already getting really tired, but I can keep going.
You wonder how I do this for 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh gosh, my back and my neck hurts now. I don't know why. Probably as I was leaning forward. Okay. Alright, soft boy. Let's go.
Yes, the boy failure.
Glad to see this place open again. There's so many ways to look at the world, and sober is the worst one.
I thought I didn't like drinking. Hello again, Killian.
Again? I don't recognize you at all. Where did we meet?
Ouch. That bruised my ego. If anything else, music and art maybe add this to my wish. Yes, the music is really nice. It's very jazzy. And the art style is wonderful. I love it. Also, ouch, my heart. You don't remember me, Killian. How cruel.
You're not blind. I only remember blondes.
Not blonde. Okay, sure. It was in another bar. I worked at the Spire Lounge, remember? I worked at the Spire Lounge, remember? Killian eyes you up and down, and for a moment there is a glimmer of recognition, but then it's gone.
Well, don't dilly-dally. Mix me something.
What? Not even a hello? Okay, fine. Whatever.
This guy's insufferable.
He is insufferable, you little rich brat. What's your taste in drinks?
Too many questions. My head needs lightning with booze.
I thought he didn't like drinking. What the heck is going on with him now? What the
It's
hell
been a year.
happened? Yeah, what the hell happened in the year that we've been gone?
Did he become less of a mommy's boy?
I think he still likes the weak and sweet ones, but we don't have the mojito anymore, the minty punch. You find a glass and place it in front of Killian. Care for a refreshment?
I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But I want it. Go ahead. Make it good.
Alright, so, I think the Liberty takes the place of the light, on the alcohol and kind of sweet drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at his alcohol tolerance. He's
still a lightweight.
He's still a lightweight. Super lightweight. I think the Liberty is probably the one he likes. I'm gonna say first. Alright, Liberty, here we go. So, the Liberty, as mentioned before, this is a Cuba Libre, or a rum and coke, as it's more commonly known.
Liberty!
Give me liberty or give me death! I shall give you liberty instead.
Lime. Look at all that lime.
That's a lot of lime.
Oh my, this is excellent. Perfectly balanced. Well done.
That is a lot of ice, too. Jeez.
Yes, well, you didn't make an impression for better or worse, so our relationship can go either way from here. Let's see if fine conversation can raise you up to my estimation. Well, what shall we discuss?
How much of that is liquid? I don't know. So, when you make a Cuba Libre, I don't remember if you actually mix it in a shaker because you're using cola. You mix it in a shaker, it loses its fizz. I think what you do is you pour ice in the glass first, and then the cola, and then the rum, or is it vodka? I don't remember now. Yeah, no, it's rum. It's rum and Coke. So yeah, I don't think you use a shaker at all, because then you lose the fizz. But that is a lot of ice. That's an awful lot of ice. What sort of drink do you like? I think this is the... He'll give us the same answer. You seem agitated. Let's see if he changes his answer. Ah, there we go. Yeah.
I get this bartender just likes to ask about family.
Yeah, this bartender likes to ask about family. But it's been hinted at that our family's kind of messed up. Yeah. Can you elaborate? We do primarily serve booze. Can you, elaborate?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I like rum. Let's go with that. Now stop dilly-dallying and get to mixing.
What is with the attitude?
He had a big attitude change.
Got it. I got it. Yeah, he had a big attitude change. Before, he was kind of like a beat down mommy's boy. Now he seems pissed off about something.
Yeah, you can ask about it.
Yeah, hey, you seem agitated. What's the matter?
Don't be coy. Everyone who has the ability to read a newspaper can make a solid guess of why I'm not in the mood for conversation.
Ah, Alina. Gotcha.
I can't look at my friends the same way ever again, and my parents have never listened to a word I say. I'm all alone, with nobody left to trust.
Aw, poor baby. I want to hug you.
Now you want to hug him?
I mean, he's already got trust issues, you know? His parents are overbearing, and now, more than likely, somebody murdered one of his friends, and it was probably also one of his friends. They're suspects. Like, who do you trust? I'm sorry to hear that. You get the feeling that Killian is holding something back. If you connect with him, he might reveal more, so we need to get his affection up. Yeah, we need to get him to like us a little bit. Tell me about your family. We're gonna find out more about his familial issues.
Mommy. If I had a good family situation, do you think I would be here? If home was welcoming, I'd be there instead of here. So let's change the subject.
Perhaps something strong then.
He needs a strong
he needs to
that.
be drunk.
He needs a pirate's joy.
Wow, okay, right away there's secrets. Do you work in the city?
Are you kidding? Or you offer me a job? No, wait. Even if you are, I'm not interested.
Why not?
Imagine me working in the speakeasy. I would not be happy. The customers would not be happy. Damn it. I'm sure some bottle of vermouth would be frowning at me.
Do you even want a job? There's other things you could do. How do I make him like us? There's other things you could do. Yeah. I'm sure there's other things you could do. Ah, there we go.
I am aware there are a few others. Look, it's not like I'm useless. I could work, but there's no support to do it, and no obvious path for me to follow. No, the only job I'll be engaging in is the writing job.
Waiting.
Or the waiting, yeah, I thought I said writing for a second. The only job I'll be engaging is the waiting job. Mother can't hold onto my trust fund forever.
Good luck with that. That's not a real job either. Good luck with it. That's not a real job either.
Safe?
Yeah. That's not a real job either.
Yes. Well, at one point, Alina was going to pay for me to return to college, and obviously that's out of the window now. So I'm back to my original plan. I wait for the wealth I am owed to come to me.
Okay. So, there's motive number one for Killian to murder. No, wait! He would.
No, that's an opposite.
That's an alibi for why he wouldn't want her dead. She was gonna pay for him to go back to school.
Yeah.
But, if his mommy is holding on to his trust fund, he's definitely over 18. I mean, she can't, well, his mother's still alive, so maybe she's, the one who's in charge of it. And as long as she's alive, he can't get it.
Yep.
Rich people problems. Okay. Do you have family nearby?
More family questions. 2 nearby. Tell me, when do you think parents' responsibilities for their sons and daughters ends?
Never. They're always your parents. I really don't know when you become an adult.
Yeah, I think he's starting to become the rebellious kid.
Yeah, I think
he wants to get out of his rich family.
I think he's tired of being smothered.
Yeah.
And I think our predecessor probably coaxed him towards that. It's like, hey, you're an adult. You can be your own person. You should do that. And, well, that's out the window now. I say we push him towards independence.
Mm-hmm.
When you become an adult.
Well, I certainly agree parents to stay out of personal business. But financially, they should be a lifeline so that you can enjoy your life without worrying about economic ruin.
So you're short of money?
It wasn't hard for you to read between the lines there, was it? Yes, indeed. I am granted an allowance which would stifle a child's ambitions. Please, Mummy, can I have a penny for sweeties? Such benevolence from mother and father. If I were less patient and canny, I might strike out on my own and leave them to rot in the family manor.
Oh, well, I think that's about it for now.
And I want to stop speaking for a while because that's too much voice line for me.
Yeah. Goodbye, Killian.
See you around.
So, he definitely wants to get out under his parents' influence.
Definitely.
So, we'll let you rest for a bit before we talk to Hugo. Let's talk to Maria.
This is why we need to play with at least 3 people.
Yeah. I mean, if I were by myself, I would be doing all of this myself, which is also really hard, but I'm used to it by now.
But I guess if Rallis was here, she wouldn't be able to voice much at the first half.
Alright, let's talk to Maria, because, hey, Doom Deary.
It's no longer good Yuri, it's doomed Yuri. Oh no.
A young, tired-looking woman sits down at the bar and looks at the menu behind you with glassy eyes. She seems defeated, but you can tell her glum demeanor is not her usual nature. It's been a long day. I don't know how I dragged myself here. Most nights I just flop into bed and try to sleep. And fail. I get home from working, it seems good, and I don't even want to read or play chess or anything, really.
Depression.
That's rough. Oh, she looks so sad.
That's what we call
rough.
depression.
Now I'm here. I'm not sure it was worth it. Maybe a drink will help. Sure. What do you like? I don't even remember. Just make me something to take my mind off things. Aw. So, she liked the, Femme Fatale, which was the Bloody Mary. We don't have that anymore. Freaking tomatoes. It's an abomination of a drink! You place a glass on the counter and slide it like a chess piece in front of her. A drink? Sure. Surprise me. Whoa, is it just me or is her alcohol tolerance much lower than before?
Maybe. I
Let's
thought
put
she
her-
liked the poison drop.
No, that's Alina who liked the poison drop.
Oh, okay. Right.
She
that's
likes
remembering.
anything. She likes anything with tomato in it. Hang on, I'm gonna save first.
I don't see anything of tomato on this menu.
Yeah, there isn't. So
Let me look.
let's figure
Let
out
me
what
look at what we
she
got
likes.
here.
She doesn't like anything too strong.
In that case, what about the ambush?
The ambush? Coffee.
She looks like she could use some energy.
Yeah. One night stand would push her over. I'm trying to think. What would be a good one to give her? I wanna get her a little drunk. So, something that's a 4.
I mean, there's always the pina colada.
Yeah, there's the Pirate's Joy. Pirate's Joy and the Wake Up Call primarily. Anything else is too high or too low. You know what? I think let's give her the Pirate's Joy. I think she might like that.
We'll see.
Well, that's sweet. Perfect Storm's a little bitter. I think. Let's try the Perfect Storm. Oh no, that's low alcohol. Let's do
No,
Pirate's Joy.
don't do that one.
Yeah. Perfect Pirate's Joy then?
Let's try that.
Let's try that. Let's see if this
Hopefully
lifts her
she likes
mood.
this.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
I'm all for improvisation. This is unusual, but it works.
Okay, she didn't like it.
She's still in a bad mood. Hang on, let's reload.
Yeah, it's just something we can give her, put her in a good mood.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what her new favorite drink is.
Yeah, let's figure out what her new favorite is. I wonder if it's the Liberty.
Liberty. Oh, your game's lagging. Watch out.
Ah. It didn't do that before.
I could tell the game is lagging from the stream, so ouch.
There's
Can't
like
believe you're giving
a whole lemon in there.
Oh no.
Don't make this for anyone else. It's just
None of that, please.
a bad mix with a whole half of a lemon in it.
That is hilarious.
That's funny. Actually, you know, I should try ruining drinks more often and see what they look like, because that's funny.
The funny. Your game might still be lagging, watch out.
No, it's good.
But never mind. It's good now. Okay, same response.
Hmm.
Can we ask her about her preferences?
We did.
But
She
like,
she wouldn't tell us.
weird.
Yeah, she doesn't tell us.
Weird. We need to cheer up Maria.
We need to cheer up Maria.
I actually some of coffee in it.
You think the wake up call? Let's give that a try.
If not that, do the ambush next.
Oh, this is lagging now.
Yep, I can tell. I can tell.
There we go. I just have to let it sit for a second.
Ruined mix. Bloop.
Alright. Perfect storm. I'm trying to find out what she likes, but I guess we won't find that out until later. Let's try something else.
I'm just chilling.
Did we give her the orange daisy? No.
We have not. Would the orange daisy be something sweet?
It is sweet, a little bit. Also, hello, Burb, welcome! Oh, this is new. Welcome to the stream. We're
goodness.
just trying to figure out what cocktail this lady likes. What's her new favorite?
It's Burb. We haven't seen Burb in forever.
Okay, this isn't her drink. Let's try another one.
The Borb. The bestest of Borbs.
Let's try the ambush. Royal Flush is a little too much for her. Oh wow, this is simple.
This one's really simple. What the heck? If not this one, I don't know what would be.
Ooh, yeah,
That
no,
looks
this is like
pretty
an
though.
Irish coffee. Oh, there it is! So
This is her
Ambush
good
is her
one.
favorite now. Yeah, so previously Maria's favorite drink was called the Femme Fatale, which is the in-universe name for the Bloody Mary. Yeah, which is a savory cocktail with tomato juice and pepper and ew. So she
Ew.
likes the coffee here. I must admit, this tastes great. You should travel to a less backwards country and join one of those bartender competitions. I needed that drink more than I'd like to admit. I'm Maria, by the way. I'm glad this place is open again. I hope it goes better this time. I'm going to sit down again. I think Wendy was talking to me about something or other. Take care, Maria. Aw, should we talk to her again, or should we bring back Hugo for some info?
I don't know. I'm still tired.
I'm gonna talk to Maria again. Another day. I'm so glad work is over. Evening, Maria. Let's catch up. What sort of drinks do you like? Ah, no. It's just Lost chess. Or things. Can you tell me about Alina?
Can you tell me about Lena, please?
Let's start from the top.
Yes.
It can't be easy to lose someone like that. It's not. Do you want to talk about it? What will you do now? Want to talk about something happier?
She looks so sad.
I mean, she lost her bestie and, once her potential romantic partner, so of course she's devastated. I don't blame her. But this breaks my heart so much.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it? Talk to you? I barely know you. And I haven't even talked to my family about it. I don't know what to say. You were close. Yeah. Although we would fight. But if you care about someone, you fight with them. You fight for them. Right? Are you going to be okay? We don't need to talk about this. Are you going to be okay? Clearly no. No, but thanks for asking. I can't believe how many people turned up at the funeral. There were so many speeches. That's good. I suppose so. But it made me feel like such a tiny part of her life. How close was I to her? It seems like they all took up so much room. There was so much grief. It let me no space to feel anything. I didn't feel resolution. I felt squeezed out. And I was still mad at her, too. She didn't listen to me, but in the end, she knew she was doing something wrong. And when she was gone, I was just another friend she disappointed. Nothing more. I don't want to talk about this anymore. The subtle art of asking rhetorical questions. Yeah. Friends are still important. You were there, that's what counts. Save. You were there. That's what counts. At the funeral? Sure, but I wasn't there before when she actually needed me. Thanks for trying to make me feel better, but it's no good. I'm going to feel terrible about this for a long time. Forever. And that's what I deserve. Wow. She is really broken up about this. Oh,
Sad.
let's ask her something happier. But I think everything's gonna remind her of
Everything's gonna be
Alina.
sad.
The chess, the shop, asking her directly. Okay. You mentioned you play chess. Not much these days. You're not playing anymore? It seems so pointless now. Maybe Alina would have wanted you to keep playing. Maybe it will keep your mind occupied. Oh, no, not the first one. Definitely not the first one. Because, what we know of her from the prologue, she and Alina played together. She played because of Alina. It was competition. It was their rivalry. They kept going
Yeah.
because of each other. So I don't know. Ooh, that's rough. I'm gonna save. And then pick one. Okay. I'm scared to pick the first one because I think she might get pissed off. Like, oh, don't you assume anything about Alina? You didn't even know her.
Yeah.
I think maybe it will keep your mind occupied. Maybe it will keep your mind occupied. No, it will remind me of how much I've lost. Competing at that level took Alina away from me. It's too demanding, and the sacrifices you make are not worth it. And worst of all, I was playing chess with Alina just before she died. All the things we could have shared. Coffee, a walk in the park, a hug. And now, more chess, more competition between us. Then I learned even those games of chess were a lie, or at least a trick. She couldn't beat me fairly. She was cheating.
Oh no.
Why did she cheat? How was she cheating? Oh.
Getting bad memories now.
Aw. How was she cheating? Huh? Oh. Forget it. It doesn't matter now. The point is, it wasn't supposed to be me versus Alina. It should have been us versus the world. She's in a bad mood. I'm gonna go back.
What do you mean go back?
Unless, like, she goes in a bad mood either way.
It might have been that case, yeah.
Maybe Alina would have wanted you to keep playing. Would she? Competing in chess took so much away from her. I think she wanted out of that world. She wanted out of a lot of things. And worst of all, I was playing chess with Alina just before she died. All the things we could have shared. Coffee, walk in the park, a hug. But no, More chess, more competition between us. Son of a bitch! It's bad mood either way!
It's gonna happen regardless.
Why did she cheat? How is she cheating? Yeah.
Maybe in order to ask that. Maybe in order to ask about chess, she had to be in a good mood. Maybe.
Yeah.
And it pushed her immediately back to bad mood.
Can you tell me about it? So, about Alina! No. How are things? That seems good. I really need some time off work to, I don't know, figure out what I do next. But I can't afford it. If there was ever a way for me to escape the tailor shop life, well, that path is closed off now. Really? I don't want to talk about it. Alina? Can you tell me about Alina? I'm not in the mood to talk right now. Just serve drinks and don't ask too many questions. Is that okay? I understand.
Okay, that requires good mood
and affection. So we just gotta keep serving her drinks.
Serve her favorite until she gets good affection.
Yeah. I should look busy. See you around. Bye, Maria. Oh, so we got about 10 minutes. We can bring back Hugo. We can talk to Wendy. And talk to Olivia. Let's talk to Wendy because you're still tired, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to Wendy. A well-dressed lady takes a seat at the bar. She's glamorous from head to toe. Good evening. What would you like? This little place is still so quaint. Love what you did with the lighting. Thanks. When Killian told me it was open again, I thought he was playing one of his childish pranks. I visited often after all that kerfuffle last year. I heard about that recently. Oh, you poor thing. I am Wendy Brooker of the distinguished Brooker family. Enchanté. Sure, lady, what do you want? The pleasure is all mine. Would you like a drink? Certainly. It's the last place on the boulevard where I can experience this kind of pleasure, after all. Let's see what you can do, bartender. What flavor best matches your taste? It seems my old favorite is no longer available. Such a pity. Got anything exotic? Pirate's Joy. Because I think she liked the evening prayer before.
Yeah, she liked the evening prayer, I think.
Yeah. You find a clean glass and present it. Let's make you something classy.
Oh, well, sweet.
Classy, but not too subtle, darling. Extravagance is what I yearn for tonight. Yeah, she likes them. I think she wants the pirate driver to save first.
But you know what'd be also exotic?
What?
The one night stand.
The one night stand. Oh, yes, exactly. And it's got an alcohol level that's not going to push her over.
I'd say that would be a good one.
Yeah, so exotic would be Pirate's Joy or One Night Stand. Oh, this one
I'll let
actually
you choose
brings
them.
a lot. I think the One Night Stand is good. Plus, it kind of suits her vibe.
Kinda.
Yeah. She likes to get a little freaky. I mean, probably not that
Little
freaky.
little fruity.
A little fruity and freaky.
What does this look like?
I'm curious to. Oh,
Kissy.
okay. Kissy. I don't know how I feel now. I feel kind of dirty.
You feel kind of dirty.
I feel a little dirty. Whatever. I mean, it's not as scandalous as a sex on the beach, but still. Actually, I wonder, is this a sex on the beach? I don't think it is. I do not like passion fruit, by the way. It's kind of got a weird taste. I see you are aware of my extremely high standards. And my word, you do not disappoint. This tastes exquisite.
Yummy.
It's quite fortunate that this place reopened. After all the recent events, I needed a place like this where I can distract myself. This is lovely. Looking forward to speaking with you again, bartender. Take care. You too, Miss Brooker.
It's like when you bring everyone back to talk to them again.
Yeah. I think my Wendy voice is definitely more distinct than my bartender. Wendy is very a lot more flirtatious and more salacious. Yeah, more salacious than my bartender voice.
Rich lady moment too.
Yeah, the rich lady. The pompous voice. The rich bitch. I'm gonna bring her back to talk no more. It's busy on the boulevard tonight. How's business?
After this, we could probably bring Killian back and talk to him.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Before we forget.
Good to see you, Wendy. Yeah, we should bring him back. I think we talked to him a lot, though, already. Let's catch up. Sort of drinks tea, like, he likes exotic. Do you hear what happened at the tea house? So what's your story, Wendy? Any friends in tonight?
What kind of spicy drama can we get?
Yes, what spicy drama's going on in your friend group? Let's start from the bottom here. Any friends in tonight? Everyone's my friend when they are looking for a beautiful woman on their arm, or need to share gossip about a rival or enemy. That's not what I was asking. But are you close with anyone here? Is that what friends are for? Sorry. But are you close with anyone here? No, dear, I wouldn't say so. Don't let people get close to me unless I know their true nature. It takes me a while to warm up to people. Close friends are a rare and special thing. We treat romance like it is the highest form of love. But romance comes with complications. Complications? Yes, I am innocent, soft person. Yes. Absolutely. Romance is relationship with vested interests. In romance, we seek monogamy, adoration, sex. But in a friendship, we seek only connection.
Wow.
Really? So she values friendship more than romance. Friendship is uncomplicated. Romance is. It's a good way of looking at it.
I was surprised with that.
Yeah, that surprises me too. Close friendships are worth more than romantic partnerships. But not all friendships must be close to be worthwhile. There are 3 different types of friendship, each with unique value. 3 types of friendship? Absolutely. I have given it a lot of thought. What are they? Is this your own theory? What are they? As I tell you each of these categories, I want you to think of your friends. Hold them in your memories, then see where each falls. Ready? This seems a bit cold. This is exciting. This is exciting. Indulge me, darling. Are you ready to start? Let's go, sure. The first group of friends are the Fairweather friends. You've heard the term. Yeah. Sure. They turn up when you pop open a bottle of bubbly at the start of the night, but disappear when you're crying into your glass at 3 a.m. The first to the party and the last to visit you in hospital when you drunkenly fall down the stairs again. The second group is the Klingons. They attach themselves to you like a barnacle, refusing to give you an inch of space. Klingons wear out their welcome. They're the party guests who litter your home when the atmosphere has gone stale and the night becomes morning. Even as the sun rises, they fail to do or say anything of interest. The third and final type of friend is the life force vampire. They suck the energy from the room with their victimhood, complaints, moans, and grievances. Life force vampires are the worst of all. Utter bores, they take and give nothing back. And they never dance with you. Ugh, what dreadful people.
Huh.
Isn't that a cynical view of friendship? I'm not sure about. None of them are positive either.
No.
The fair weather friends who are, only there when times are good. The clingy ones who, nag at you with your problems and cause trouble. And then there's the energy vampires.
Yeah, but which one are you?
What would I be? I think I'm the energy vampire.
Hilarious.
If I had to give myself an honest, really, really blunt view of myself, I think I am the energy vampire. I don't know if I would view myself as high maintenance, but I complain a lot. I vent to friends a lot.
I have heard many faux rants.
I vent a lot, and I do understand that the things I vent about can be burdensome for other people at times. I try not to be, which is why I kind of keep it to myself most of the time. I don't think I'm a fair weather friend. Like, I will complain and I will bitch if somebody's having a rough time, but I show tough love. I try to.
She mentioned the fourth type of friend, the friend that doesn't show up at the party.
The friend that doesn't show up at the party at all.
But it's still a friend.
But it's still a friend. Yeah, the one that you don't talk to all that much. Isn't that a cynical view of friendship? Oh, I don't sugarcoat things, darling. Maybe people have other views of friendship, but many think like I do. At least I'm honest about my opinions. Aw, that was odd. That tells a lot. Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot harder to bring up the friendship because, new bartender, and we're probably gonna be the new bartender for all the next few cases.
Yup.
If I had to guess.
So what's your story, Wendy? Yeah, we're gonna be a new bartender for everybody. Anybody that shows up again. So even when Peter shows up again, we'll be the new bartender.
Yep.
So what's your story, Wendy? My story? Well, I'll share if you will, darling. What's your story? I'm just a bartender. I'm trying to pay off some debt. I'm trying to survive in the city. I have a feeling we've got debts. I'm trying to pay off some debt. Oh, how fascinating. And if you owe debt these days, I bet Carla has something to do with that. She's the only game in town when it comes to money lending in Bukovi. My own path from rags to riches was a little more rocky. Not that I was ever really in rags. Not even close, truth be told. My family was always wealthy, though we fought hard to avoid ruin. What happened. My father was in business with his brother. They squabbled and there was conflict over contracts. For years, my father was angry and distracted, always worried the money would disappear. When I was a child, we traveled around Tsara visiting the hotels my family owned. 3 in Vukovi, 4 in Timiru, 2 in Constanta, and 1 in Talhassa. I never had a real home. Just a hotel room, some spending money, and an angry, absent father. No mother. Over 10 years, there were 5 different women who asked me to call them mother. I never did. My real mother died young. I'm sorry. Don't worry, darling. I was well looked after. I had nannies, aunts, and servants aplenty. But the constant upheaval made me strong, adaptable, ready to thrive in new environments. What of your family? Oh, there we go. I'm an orphan. There aren't many of us left. I come from a big family. I guess we get to decide.
You get to make your own backstory.
I'm the decider.
Aren't many of us left orphan or come from a big family? What do you think would be better for us as the bartender, the mysterious bartender?
Well, you already went with the answer of, yeah, you got some debt, so how can we follow up off that?
Well, that makes sense, because then, we get Peter in our face at some point.
Yeah.
The debt collector.
I was like, how would we follow up on that?
I'd say big family makes sense,
Yeah.
Don't have a lot to pay. I come from a big family. Interesting. Well, we all have our own little backstories, don't we? And each time we tell a stranger ours, we reinvent ourselves. Son of a bitch, you fucker! Sorry, that's my husband. He punched me in the side. He punched me in the side.
I punched you. I broke your ribs. A lung to collapse.
First
Supposed to go to
option
the hospital
sounds
now.
mysterious enough. And slightly ominous. Yeah, no, Burb, you're right. Yeah, the first option is slightly ominous. There aren't many of us left, meaning something happened to your family. Thanks for sharing, darling. So about Alina. Did you hear about what happened at the tea house? Foe down. Foe down. No, I'm good. We're good. Hear about it? Dear bartender, I was there. It's quite tragic what happened to Alina, especially considering what she was up to in the months leading up to her death. What the heck does she know? If you have something to say, just say it. Alina was doing something shady.
At least Moses is right, Fo. You didn't get iced on your back again.
I didn't get iced on my back, yeah. So what would you have her just come out with it or ask if she was doing something shady? I saved already.
Oh, she likes gossip, so
Yeah.
gotta flow with that. So
Alina was doing something shady. I'm not sure if I should say. I was her confidant and her closest friend after. Okay, that is a lie. That is a fucking lie. Maria, Miss Pretty in Blue over there, was her closest friend and confidant. I'm sure she would forgive me for telling you this, especially if it could be a vital clue in learning what caused her sudden, unfortunate death. You see, roughly 6 months or so ago, Killian nonchalantly mentioned that he found a bottle of Focerta in one of Alina's drawers. Maria was there when he told me.
what's Focerta?
What is it? It's a type of medicine commonly used to treat psychosis, but it can also produce periods of intense focus and concentration, with the right dosage. During the war, officers received injections to help them in the field.
She was doping chess.
Such drugs are sometimes used by diplomats or those working in espionage, or even in some high-pressure business environments. But Alina belonged to none of those groups. She is, however, a very competitive chess player. Medication taken without prescription is a dangerous choice. Given she was playing against Maria that day, well, sadly, it all adds up. Adds up to what? So that makes sense why Maria thinks she was cheating and didn't want to say. Adds up to what? Alina never quite learned how to lose. If she took a higher dose than usual to ensure she'd win the games that day, it might explain why she started convulsing. An overdose? It's only my theory, of course. Like I said, both Killian and Maria knew her well too. Perhaps you should ask them. Perhaps I will. Thank you, Wendy. So let's wave her off. I guess we should bring Hugo back. Yeah, let's bring Hugo back. Because we've spoken to Killian. We asked all we could know from him. Hugo's gonna give us some case files.
Good evening, bartender. Let's catch up.
Evening, Detective Mertens.
Do you have any questions for me? Or new information to share?
Well, to start, what sort of drink do you like, Detective?
Don't try me.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give him a drink anyway. You place the glass on the counter, but before you can ask him anything, Hugo raises his hand immediately.
Don't waste a clean glass on me, bartender. I hold myself to higher standards now. No more drinking on the job.
I see. Okay, no booze right now.
I can't lose this promotion.
Can you tell me more about the witnesses?
Certainly. As you may have guessed, most of the witnesses are also our suspects. With the exclusion of Olivia Carmine, this prestigious opera singer and a radio host. Miss Carmine was sitting quite far away from Alina's table at the time, but she still observed events from a distance. Make sure to interrogate her thoroughly.
So she's a witness, but not a suspect.
Most of the suspects belong to Alina's direct group of friends, Maria Popa, Wendy Brooker, and Killian Durant. The only exception here is Feng Bai, the owner of the tea terrace. Not only did Miss Bai serve the tea, when Alina was convulsing and choking, he rushed to give everyone a tablet of activated charcoal. Perhaps you are familiar with this substance.
Oh yeah, I certainly am. Activated charcoal is very, very common to take when you're poisoned, because activated charcoal absorbs the substance that's been digested. So if you've been poisoned, usually a common remedy is to give them activated charcoal.
Gotcha.
It works like a cough drop. It's a common antidote, right? There we go. We're smart. We're a smart cookie.
This implies that Feng Bai immediately suspected poison. But it is important you fact check everyone's version of events. make sure to verify each claim. That is all I can really say.
How did you find this place reopened? Did you get a big promotion a year ago? Wait, how much info do we have in our notebook?
Not much.
So we do have clues. Okay. Alina's death. Witnesses say Alina Dragos began convulsing and died of sudden asphyxiation while drinking tea during a game of chess at the tea terrace. A letter found by the police when searching Alina's home after her death. It appears she was receiving threatening letters demanding her to send money in exchange for keeping her secret. Oh, about the drugs! Alina's secret. Wendy said that Killian found a bottle of performance-enhancing drugs at Alina's place 6 months ago, and told both her and Maria about it. Could the pills be related to her death? Charcoal. Hugo says that Fung immediately gave everyone at Alina's table activated charcoal tablets, which can neutralize toxins. Did she suspect Alina was poisoned from the start? So, how did you find out this place reopened?
I pass by this place every day on my way home from work. I saw two gentlemen stumble out of the basement door after dark and put 2 and 2 together.
You live near the boulevard?
Not at all. What gave you that idea?
The police station is on the other side of the city.
I enjoy an evening stroll through the streets after work to clear my mind.
Sure you do. Walking is a good remedy for a guilty conscience.
I know what you want to say, but also...
You're not gonna accuse him of anything. Sounds like a good way to find some peace.
My personal life has nothing to do with you. Just focus on helping me solve this case.
Fine. No small talk then, I guess.
Keep small talking him though.
Yeah. Did you get a big promotion a year ago?
Yes.
Solve a big case. Where are you going with this?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Don't want to talk about it. Was it like this case? Bartender going aggro. Yeah. I think either way we're gonna get a yes, the monosyllabic response. Don't want to talk about it. Was it like this case?
Somewhat. Though this case has more... I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Subtleties.
Okay, subtleties.
Someone like me helps you solve the case.
Yes. The previous bartender was involved, yes. Though I wouldn't say their contribution was integral to the outcome.
Ouch.
But you don't need to worry about that. Your role is very different. For one thing, they had a criminal record, while you still have a chance to do something better with your life.
Ouch. The previous bartender is probably, not feeling too great right now. They helped you get the promotion. What happened to them? Let's, poke around as innocently as possible. No pointing fingers. What happened to them?
It doesn't matter. Like I said, things are different this time. And no one helped me get my promotion, mind you. I earned it. A good policeman follows the rule book. A good detective knows to think outside the box. This speakeasy was just one of many leads I pursued. That's how I did it.
I'm sure. We know better. We know better, but we're not the same bartender, so I can't call him on his BS.
You can't metagame.
No matter, we're not metagaming here. I'm happy to be about your partner.
I applaud your enthusiasm, but partner is a bit presumptuous. Let's see how we do though.
Jerk. What do you think of the Bukovi police force?
In what way? As a career choice compared to the forces in Belgium?
As a career. Or compared to Belgia. As a career.
The Bukovi Constabulary is complex. I still haven't decided what to think of it, nor am I sure if it's the best place for me to work. He has doubts.
What do you do for fun? He's really not giving us much this time. Fun? What is fun?
What is this concept of fun you're talking about?
Yes, fun.
Well, I wouldn't normally discuss frivolity while working a case. What do you think I am? And today's no different.
Huh.
We will have time to discuss my hobbies when, if, you make progress with the case and win my respect.
You're no fun. What is your home country like?
What do you want to know about it?
Is it sunny? Are the people friendly? Do you miss it? What do you miss it?
It's hard to explain. Let's talk about this again when we have more time.
Let me ask something else.
What do you want to know?
Is it sunny?
Infrequently, though the winters are not quite so bitterly cold as here. And the hot cocoa is of a significantly higher quality.
I just realized something. Belgium. He's from Belgium.
He's a Belgian.
Yeah, and the studio that made this game, they're Belgian. And yeah, Belgian chocolate is amazing, by the way. It's so good. Belgian and Swiss chocolate are amazing. The gears just clicked into place when hearing that.
Lol.
Let me ask something else. Are the people friendly?
Not overly. Not to me, anyways.
Sweat drop. Do you go back often? Oh, did you know Hercule Poirot? Yeah, so Hercule Poirot, from, the Agatha Christie mystery novels, Belgian as well. Do you go back often?
There's nothing there for me now, except my old model locomotives from the attic. If my mother has not thrown them out yet.
I'd like to visit one day.
Well, travel does broaden the mind. If you ever go, make sure to try the cinnamon hot cocoa from Bonnersville. It's almost worth the 5-hour train journey.
Should we ask him about the clues and stuff?
You can, sure. Those were all the facts I have, I'm afraid. Interestingly, Miss Dragos was on my radar for a case last year as well. It's the same circumstances like these are what brought us together once again.
Do you think there could be a connection?
I admit, there are superficial similarities between the two victims, but I highly doubt they are related. Aside from the obvious fact that there's foul play involved in both cases. That is, let's focus on the matter at hand.
Threatening letter.
Threat letter, manila envelope. I've given you all the information I have, bartender. I'm relying on you to get to the bottom of this. The dead often take their secrets to the grave. Luckily for us, we're dealing with the living. Try and find out what Lena was hiding. Grill her friends if you must. Everyone that knew her secret should be considered a suspect.
Alina's secret.
So this was Alina's big secret? And Killian Duran, Maria Popa, and Randy Brooker all knew about it? Interesting. I didn't think you'd get your hands on this so easily, bartender. Well done. Stimulants can have a nasty side effects when taken in excess. So much is true, but I think Alina was a little too bright to make that kind of mistake. However, I do believe this answers some questions about a piece of evidence we already have. Don't you agree?
Charcoal.
Yes, when reviewing the case, the charcoal that Miss Bai distributed stood out in particular.
Could you remind me what she did? Or how so? How so?
Quick thinking and a clear display of knowledge on the subject of dangerous substances. It makes me wonder where she acquired that knowledge, and why. Let's press her on this.
Alright. Bye, Hugo. I have business to attend to.
Goodbye.
We are at our 3 hours. I think this is probably a good place for us to stop for now.
For now, yeah.
Because we haven't grilled anybody on any of the clues or evidence yet. So... Oh, we don't have the, murder chart yet.
Nope.
Alright. I think this is a good place for us to stop.
Be sure to save, though.
Oh yes, I will be sure to save. Yeah, I think this is a good place for us to stop for today. Thank you guys for being patrons at the bar today. And we'll continue this again next time. Same day, same time, same place. Have a good evening now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.